This is Jack Alexander, Lithium Magazine. I'm standing here with Prevail from Swollen members. How you doing, man?
Good, I'm awesome, brother. How are you?
I'm very good. Congratulations on your highest charting album ever, as you just found out from me.
Thanks to you.
Thanks to me.
Thank
and
you.
And it is like you've been pretty prolific lately, as inspired Tired Eyes. Welcome to Toronto.
Thank you, thank you. I actually feel bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. I just had a fabulous lunch at the restaurant at Holt Renfrew with my good friend Karen and my new friend Julia. So I feel pretty good, but thank you for reflecting on actually what I may actually look like.
No, you look great. Thanks. You just might feel tired. I don't know. But you know, whenever you've been in Toronto in the past, that didn't stop you from rocking out and crowd surfing. So we're gonna see some of that tonight.
Absolutely, yeah. Tonight's gonna be bananas crazy.
Is there? Are you gonna do all 5 singles from the new album and get everybody hyped up?
We will be doing. Well, I don't want to give anything away. Keep the element of surprise, but we will be doing some new songs from Beautiful Death Machine, but the set's new, so especially for somewhere here like the Rock Pile where we have a pretty good frequency rate of playing here.
You've been here before a few times.
We've been here a few times. So we switched up the set completely for this tour. Of course, we got to keep some of the classics that people brand with Swollen members as the signature stuff, but lots of stuff that people haven't heard in a while, and the things that they do know, we replotted them in the set.
Do you think that you guys are like back with a vengeance? It seems that way to me. Like, do you feel in here that you're like back where you were, like early 2000s when you blew up?
Well, I feel like well, yes, we still have a lot of hard work to do, but yes, I feel that we are back to. We're just around the corner from that place. Today was a case in point. We did more press today than we've done in the amalgamated last probably 6 months, and important things as well that we feel we're maybe missing from the calculation the last couple rounds of records.
What do you think? Why do you think that was? Did it have anything to do with what Madchild went through and you know, his trials and tribulations and stuff like that? Like, did that you know, when I caught up with him a few months ago, he did allude to that, and he told me that impacted definitely the development of himself as a person and Swollen as a group. Did you guys get lost for a bit there?
Well, yeah, it was a recalculation stage, I would say. Of course, with Mad being sober now, he's back, just swinging at anything that moves. And so yeah, that encourages us, that keeps us, Rob and I, motivated, obviously. Mad, you know, pretty much sits in the captain's chair for the most part. But every ship needs some deckhands, and that's where Rob and I come in and help just keep the ship steering straight. But now that we're back on a boat instead of in a rowboat with no paddles, it feels pretty damn good.
That's good. I can't wait to see the show tonight, because that's going to be my first Swollen members show in about 12 years.
Wow.
Last time I caught you guys, I was a young teenager at an outdoor show in Toronto. Okay. And that was completely off the hook. And you guys are going to have to do some serious damage here tonight to top that. But I'm pretty sure you will, because you know, with all of you together, you know, that's going to be pretty good. Anything new you're bringing to the live show these days?
Well, no, same classic Swollen energy, but with a reinvigorated focal point now that we are able to be back on task, and we've revised our 1-year plan, our 3-year plan, and we see the incremental steps are now feasible again to be able to approach. I think it's just something that comes out of you as a performer when you can see that goal back in your grasp. You just put that little extra on it without even it really being a conscious thing.
Do you think that because this album kind of came together so smoothly, and it's a really kick-ass album? Like, when I first heard it, I was really blown away, and I told Madchild that, and I hereby telling you that, because it seems like almost a bit of like a creative, overachieving kind of thing in a good way, because it's just so jam-packed with just awesome stuff. Like, Rob is at his best. You're at your best, and I have never heard your flow as smooth as you are on Back's War.
Oh,
and,
thanks, brother.
Right, so, and I know that this album came together kind of quickly.
It did.
Last time I saw Mad Child, just a few months ago, he was barely talking about it. He was like, yeah, we're gonna get together with Swollen, write some new songs and stuff like that, and it just came together. How did it happen so fast, and how did it get so good?
Well, the work ethic is always a main part of it, right? We look at it like a job, and I think because of that, we go in 5-6 days a week to the studio. I like to take Sundays off because that's my sports relaxed day. But I think because we have that view of it, it helps keep it attainable and it helps keep it real. You don't just get caught up in this fanciful flight of, oh, I'm a musician, I'm in a group, life is so lovely, I can do anything I want, and I'll wake up at 4 in the afternoon and make a song and everything's gonna go smooth sailing. It doesn't work like that. If we're not in the studio, we're shooting videos. If we're not shooting videos or in the studio, we're on the road. Of course, everyone's gotta have some leisure time and relaxed time, but that's what the off studio hours and the off work hours are for, like any job. So we try to utilize that, but I really think that keeps us, gives us a focal point to concentrate on.
Well, you're warriors.
Word up.
Right. Anything that you can sort of impart, having been around for like almost 20 years and having been successful and been, out there, anything that you think is different now than stuff that you thought was like back in the day, 15 years ago or so? Just being a veteran, like anything that you've learned, like that's not how it seems to be?
I don't want to pull the veil behind on too many Wizards of Oz, but I would say this industry and KRS-One, this is where I learned it from, but not personally from Chris, but almost, I shouldn't have probably said it that way. Hey, not personally from Chris, I should probably say I learned it from KRS-One. He always said, know your business, right? It's a business. It's a music business. It can get nasty. It can be ruthless. It can be downright cutthroat. So you don't have to necessarily be a Russell Simmons or a Sean Combs or a Jay-Z, but you should know enough not to let yourself get screwed over or taken advantage of. And that is one of the things that, luckily, well, for better or worse, I guess, sometimes you learn it the hard way. Sometimes you learn it by other people passing you down wisdom. So if that's one piece of wisdom I can pass down, know your business.
What's next for Swollen members? Riding this wave of newfound success, that you've tasted before, but, it's back now and like you want to keep the momentum going. What are you going to do?
Absolutely. So exactly, keep the momentum going. So 2 Swollen records a year, a Swollen EP, 2 solo Mad Child records a year, a solo EP, Rob Viking's solo, beat and instrumental CDs. More videos, more tours, man. Just keep riding it because now that we've got it back, I'll be damned if we let it go again.
Thanks a lot, Prevail. This is Prevail from Swollen members, performing here tonight in Toronto, about to do some damage and break some necks up in here. We'll have some footage there for you. Word. One last thing I want to ask you to do.
Yes.
The hook from Back's War.
BAXWAR. Inconsiderate idiots living inside of a city of rap war called Back Up or Get Jacked Up and then Smacked Up. Back's War. This is definitive. We are unlimited living inside of a rap war, so back up or get backed up. Attack mode. Back's War.
This is definitive, we are unlimited living inside of a rap war. So back up and get backed up and then smacked up, Back's War. Inconsiderate idiots living inside of a city of rap war. Called back up and get jacked up, attack mode, Back's War. This is definitive, we are unlimited living